Cancer, hi, this is your reading for the next 7 days from Jane from Divine Real. Hiya. Right, let's get straight to it. So, okay, that's right. Well, this is you and your element, Cancer, as a water sign, very much coming back into the, how your emotions and how strong they can be. And it looks like the two of Cups, a lovely, loving connection could be in your energy. I'm just going to pull that card out there. So something about things aren't what they seem, some sort of illusion. Right, so you're either being in this Empress energy, or there could be a focus towards an Empress energy. So it's like all the queens rolled into one, the divine feminine. It can be about new projects as well, and even birth and things like that, and nature and spring and summer, things like that. So let's see what else comes out for you. Oh, something about being left out in the cold or impoverished. It could be hardship, or choosing to be in hardship, where there's a lovely warm church there, where they aren't in, they're sort of out in the cold there. Right, what else in the current energy? Holding back on energy. This can be like the miser of the deck as well, sort of greedy, keeping, someone who's got enough, but they've got it, but they won't share, kind of thing, for some reason. So making a judgment call, missing somebody. This is very much missing someone, having inner strength about, well, some sort of a decision. There's a decision going to be made here, but it's as if like, well, I don't know what to do. It's like, I don't know what to do, but having inner strength about it as well. But it is like the judgment cards here, so it's like you're going to make that big sort of judgment call based on everything you understand. Yeah, perhaps for a new cycle. It's like a cycle that was before has to close, and it's time for a new cycle. So these are major arcana here. In fact, you've got a few. You've got the Strength card, the Moon card, Empress card. These are all, most of your cards here at the moment are major arcana, but these two, very much about change. It's like going within from everything that you understand, and making that judgment call for your sort of higher, like a high soul upgrade, really, ready for a new cycle. So that's kind of what's going on there. But it's inner strength sort of needed about a decision here, because it's as if like you just don't know which way to go. The blindfold's on, you can't see enough. The moon's here. I mean, the moon's here as well. It's like, I mean, this moon energy is your energy as well, a bit, isn't it? But yeah, there's something that you aren't seeing or confused about, or think you may be thinking, but it could, something just could be an illusion. Yeah, it's confusing. So you're also healing as well. So there's healing going on. There's that healing card's coming out. Could be to do with past things, and that, yeah, well, normally is. That was a silly thing to say. But I'm just, because I'm looking at that missing card, like missing somebody. So current energy for Cancer. Anything else? Oh yeah, all of the change cards are coming out. So this is like putting an end to what was before, and transforming. It's like all about transforming. So I mean, that's what happens when we make that judgment call in a way that upgrades the soul, ready for stepping it in a different, a new cycle kind of thing, and transforming as well. So wow, you've got them all going on at the minute, Cancer. You have them all. Anything else in the current energy? It looks like you're going in the right direction, even though you can't see the progress happening. It's like keep going type of thing. Anything else in the current energy? Current energy. So some sort of slow and steady offer towards you, or for you to give to somebody else. I think I'll just clarify the cards in the common energy store. Yeah, you could be burdened about this as well. It might be part of the indecision, you know, it might be part of missing somebody and not knowing whether to go towards them, or, you know, there's a burden about that. It could be something that you've worked really hard about though as well, and it is paying off. Oh, and on the bottom of the deck is the Lover's card. So this is, yeah, there's a big choice. There's a choice about love, isn't there? And this is very much a very connected, loving, you know, a loving connection, really. Anything else in the current energy? Yeah, letting go of what was before to pastures new, really. It could talk about travel as well. Current energies. Anything else? Yeah, it's like it's like in between two worlds here. You know, the world cards here. Like world card and talk about travel, but yeah, it's like, which way do I go? That world or that world? It's just, there's a choice to make here, isn't there? There's a decision to make here, and ready, you know, for a new cycle, whatever that is for you. So you could be healing as well from betrayal sort of energy, you know, no more stabs in that back kind of thing. Yeah, having to let go of all that as well. Okay, anything else in the current energy? So you're going through, yeah, you're going through major energies at the moment. Anything else for Cancer? Ah, well, that's a lovely thing to see. There you go. So this is sort of, you know, hope and renewal of appreciation and hope and faith for a good future and all of that. It's lovely to see that, because that's saying that, you know, something can be really positive. And, you know, if we're in this energy as well, we're just going to light ourselves up, aren't we? Like, these are all of the main chakras here. That's indicating the spirits around, the little bird. You know, this person's feeding the earth and connected to emotions and on the earth as well. The naked, so that the kind of happy in their own vulnerability, you know, and strong with that as well, and all of that. So that's a lovely energy to encompass, really, especially if you're going through all of this. Oof, quite, yeah, huge change, isn't it? Okie dokie. You might be going through all of this without anyone particularly understanding what's going on. Bless you as well. So, right, energies coming towards, future energies coming towards Cancer. Let's see if, you know, if there's anything to clarify here, I will. So, oh, that one. Oh, well. Right, so loving beginning. So some sort of loving beginning. Oh, and again, well, we had the Empress in the read before. Now we've got the Empress. So that's sort of like the divine masculine feminine can be, you know. But you know, it's the Emperor energy. If you're encompassing that energy, it's like powering up, isn't it? But the Emperor can be really stubborn as well, and also be more careful about emotions. But as a Cancer sign, you also, when you're in your element, the emotions come streaming out, don't they? And it's like allowing yourself to be, you know, like the star energy is allowing yourself to comfortably be who you are, isn't it? Truly. So, but this very much in your head about this decision for loving new beginning, really, with someone who could be your Emperor, or could be the Emperor towards the Empress type of thing. So, oh yeah, so look, it's all going on. Yeah, there's someone holding back on the energy who is very connected with you probably, but they're holding back on the energy for whatever reason. Well, for the reason that they don't want any BS, because the Queen of Swords is like, she's seen and done it all. Yes, she's loving, but she's you know, she's cuts out any form of mistreatment or anything like that, you know. So yeah, and that's why there's a holding back on energy there. So there's some sort of conflict about commitment, really. This could be the thing. It could be, you know, any sort of going towards any sort of commitment is what could have created conflict. It's coming up in the future energy read as well. So that's I mean, commitment, I don't even know what that means. How can, well, other than when you be with someone, be with them, isn't it? It's like, you know, that sort of respect, isn't it? In my book it is. But that's the thing. There's like conflict about being that kind of way. So on the other side of it, it's like, well, you know, I'm not taking any BS whatsoever and holding back. So when really this is a beautiful connection, obviously, isn't it? Keeping an open mind, whatever though, even though there's lots of overthinking in the head and all of that. It's like a bit sort of a new cycle. Good decisions create good fortune, and it's a bit like, it's sort of like saying go for it. There's another major arcana. So you've got all these sort of big change major arcana things. Yeah, go with it with a passion. That's kind of what seems to be. Anything else in the energies coming? Oops. What does that say? Magician, use your intuition. It's going to be positive, be dynamic. Queen of Wands energy is very much going for what you want. And be dynamic about it. Manifesting good times, really. That's what's coming up in your energy as well. Manifesting good times. Nice. Passionate new beginnings. Yeah, in what way though? Ah, did that come out upside down though? The end of a cycle, the end of the hurt and the betrayal kind of energy. I think it was upside down. Could be like moving past that. So I did want to land on there. So I'm wondering, just in case, just another perspective is when we manifest just short term, you know, on the surface good times with new passionate beginnings all the time. And if we're manifesting that, that's the thing that can create the betrayals and the hurts. So, yeah, so just in case. But it's sort of like, anyway, brand new beginnings, wanting to just start from zero again. It's adventurous new. This can be quite a naive or immature energy, but when you've already got those understandings and then still, you know, afterwards want that adventurous spirit kind of thing, then I think it's a lovely energy to be in, isn't it? You know, there's loyalty here, there's love, flower, you know, they just want to, it's just bring in what I need here. I know there could be rough terrain, but I'm up for it. I'm literally on the edge of a cliff here with the spirit of a, you know, adventurer. So, right, anything else in the coming energies? well, this is sort of crying over spilt milk, really. You know, all these hurt loves being felled or whatever, you know, dropped and damaged or whatever. But, you know, coming out of that, it's sort of grief energy, really. Coming out of that is that lovely Two of Cups there behind, which is all of, it's in your read. It's in your read. It's just too much overthinking about what's going on here, really. That's all. Anything else in the coming energies for Cancer? It's all going on, though. It's all going on. Oops. Right, this could be that, you know, because the Queen of Wands can be sort of, you know, attractive, well, very stunning even, attractive, you know, and there can be the third party energies often. It's the lustful connections versus lovely strong bonds, you know. But it's like you're using your intuition for that and letting go. It looks like you're letting go of all of that with a bit of a win at all costs energy, really. You know, it's like a determined energy, no matter who it chews off. And using your intuition and letting go of that kind of thing is what I'm seeing in this card. These cards together. It could be someone that you're dealing with who was that kind of attractive, charismatic energy, is using their intuition and letting this go as well, and not bothered who they chew off. Do you mean? It's like the yeah. So it could be them going through that energy and, you know, hurting, for instance, hurting you. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So take it as it resonates for you, really. And it also could be like wanting to, you know, letting go of things that went before, using your intuition and be dynamic and inspirational. You know, the Queen of Wands is very much, she cares about herself. It's all about herself, but she's also very charismatic, creative, and does all of those endeavours because she's loving herself, so she isn't focusing on anybody else, caring for them or whatever. It's all about what she loves, her creations, and because it's focused like that, they do happen. And she's very charismatic and very inspirational to others. So there's that sort of energy where there could be some sort of using intuition, letting go of what was before, and keep going towards, you know, be that dynamic energy, really, and getting what you want, and with your own creative endeavours, but with intuition and letting go of what was before, even if it does chew people off as well. So there's that sort of energy. As I say, take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Right. We'll do some clarifications before we go. Anything else for Cancer here? Got one. Right, so some sort of fast-moving, passionate message as well going for it. I mean, that's that, you know, good decisions create good fortune, some sort of like passionate message going towards something. And there's that message coming in again. Very much like, you know, like darts on a dartboard. It's like very directed and pinpointed in a passionate way. So that's fast movement. That's fast movement there. Right, so so before we go, I'm going to do some clarifications on some of these, and then we'll do for betterment for you, Cancer. So just a moment. Right, so we're going to clarify some of these cards. You know, as well, I think it's about this one. It's like, you know, there could have been some sort of like just focusing on self and their own creative endeavours, whatever, win at all cost type of energy. You're not bothered about who they chew off, even a very deep loving connection. It's kind of as if that might have even gotten in the way of just like focusing on you know, what someone wants, their creations, their, you know, things that they're putting out in the world and all of that. So there was like as if, you know, trying to ignore the love and connection kind of thing, but also at the same time having some sort of a conflict about any sort of commitment as well. So I can see that as well in these cards. But right, let's see what we're going to clarify. Well, let's clarify this bit here first, while I was talking about that. What's these cards about? This Queen of Wands, intuition. Some sort of letting go of that now, but right, what's that landing on? The Fool card, the commitment card. Right, so it's saying, well, have patience for, you know, letting go of a cycle that was, starting a new cycle. That cycle card's come out again, so that could be something that's quite prominent for you at the moment, Cancer. But you know, the Temperance is all about bringing real kind of the 5D dreams into 3D reality as well, and there's always a patience about that as well, isn't there, as things organically change as well, and depending how fast or slow we move or whatever. So that's really, yeah, so it's all about moving towards a new cycle and having patience for that, using your intuition for what, yeah, so letting go of what was before really, and you know, ready for that new cycle. So that's that bit really. I think we can understand about this. Well, we'll find out. So these two cards came together. Someone holding on to energy, you know, because they're not going to take any BS kind of thing. And I think it could be this deep connection. But let's clarify anything else on that. Actually, just wanting to have fun. So, which is a bit of sort of sad really, because it's having to be a Queen of Swords energy when really, oh, they just want to have fun, they just want to come together, whoever this is, and, you know, do it in a way that's lovely. So, which is a nice thing to understand, I suppose. Anything else? And you've got those cups energy in yours, manifesting that for passionate beginnings. Yeah, because there's some sort of whoever this is, I think this is the other person, or it could be you. It could take how it resonates really, but there's some sort of overthinking about, you know, just being the star really, or connecting to someone who you really care about a lot. There's a worry about a win at all costs energy with this person. It's like, you know, when someone's just there, we are the highway. Worry that there isn't going to be a true you know, sort of reciprocal win-win approach, teamwork approach, and that's the worry with this person. They do just want to come together and have fun in a way that's a true reciprocal sort of connection really, but they do say, they do have hope and faith that it can be beautiful, but that's what they're concerned about, definitely. I mean, it is saying, you know, there is hope and faith as well. Something will be nice, will be good. But it's like it looks like they're trying to keep the faith, but they do say that they're seeing this sort of win at all costs energy, and that's what they're concerned about. And it is in the read as well. But it looks like there's some sort of letting go of it as far as you are, or, you know, again, it could be the other way around. And there's sort of be patient about that. It's about a new cycle, isn't it? So yeah, it is. It's that win at all costs energy. It's come out a few times there, hasn't it? If someone does decide to come together with a true partnership, it's got to be that way, hasn't it? Like win-win, loving each other, whatever, or caring about each other properly. So there's very much independence here, very much, yeah, success in someone's own right here, you know, not taking any BS again, but having patience as well. So a very patient person, perhaps. You could be dealing with a Capricorn here, that are very much not taking any BS whatsoever. Coming up again. Yeah, I mean, it's probably understandably so, I think, by the looks of it. And just keeping strong in their own power. This is a person who isn't very good at asking for help though and letting people in, because that's what happens with Capricorns. If it is that kind of energy, it's like they'll do everything for other people and they'll be strong, but allowing that to be back to them. So there's that energy anyway, which would create an imbalance as well. So, but yeah, again, patience is coming out. Patience, and again, bringing dreams to reality. It's all about taking action as well. So, yeah. Right. Okay. So, what else? Let's clarify the Emperor. Right. What's the Emperor energy? Right, so there looks like there wants to be some sort of heartfelt message from or to an Emperor, really. So stepping up, it's like stepping it up into that Emperor energy, and then coming in, maybe saying an apology, or there's an alarm going off here. Right. So there's a beep on the phone, alarm. Is that a warning? Warning, because there could still be some sort of an at-all-cost energy going on. Maybe. Can you clarify anything else? Oh, it's something where someone wants to win this no matter now. That one at-all-cost energy, though, it's coming up a lot, and that's what the other person's concerned about, isn't it? Anything else for the Emperor in that heartfelt gesture, an apology or loving gesture? And it is a page. It's a small gesture for a page. Page can be quite mature, but an Emperor isn't. So someone doesn't want to miss the opportunity. They want to bring something solid. They're hoping for success here. They're having faith about it as well. So that's all that it is. It's all about this. It's all about this connection, isn't it? So this conflict about a commitment thing. Tell us more about that. I'm clarifying a bit more at the moment because I'm not doing the extended reads at the moment. So I'm just trying to give you a bit more here. Yeah, so so there's a worry about commitment because someone's being very much about their own love for themselves, all about their own endeavours. We saw that with that Queen of Wands kind of energy. That's how I read that anyway. Just doing what they want, really, and connected to another person would mean that it has to be a bit thought about somebody else by the looks of it. Take that as it resonates. Anything else? It could also mean that it is someone's wish fulfillment, actually, to come, to have a bit more of a committed way of life, but that's creating the conflict because maybe someone wants that and someone doesn't. Anything else for that? Well, I think that's right for that, really. And what about this crying over spilt milk? What's that about? Sort of 5 of Cups. Well, it could be saying just come together and celebrate and have fun now, and that would get you out that energy. It could be that just someone was just being on the surface, just connecting with anybody. There's 3 cups here, just, shallow connections just for fun. But all it did was cause those 3 cups, yay, in the air, happy as anything, are actually grounded now and fallen. So there could be some sort of realization of somebody here who might have been, the one who's created that in a way, and feeling that grief now, because understanding it as a more mature energy. But coming out of it again could be Two of Cups, connecting and having fun in that way. Right, so what else? Yeah, so we're talking about the Three of Cups that's here as well. So manifesting that in for see, that's what I was saying about this. Those manifesting those, is it manifesting those sort of shallow, but fun, it's all about fun, connections. Well, we think it's all about fun, but it can cause upset, and that's that constant passionate beginnings. Do you mean? Or what is it? Or is it something where you just want to come together with someone who you really like now and start a passionate new beginning with? So, right, so it is about love and new beginnings, right? What else? It is about manifesting, yeah. So this single energy's come out again. So again, you could be dealing with, a Capricorn here, where some sort of manifesting, a connection of some fun times, passionate, loving beginning. Or it also could be manifesting, you being in that single energy and just wanting to start again, manifesting fun times, passionate and loving beginnings. So it could be that as well. So take that as it resonates. There's always more meanings to these cards, isn't there? It's just like life. There's layers of things, isn't there? Right. Well, whatever you're doing, it looks like it's going to be successful. There's some sort of people recognizing the hard work that you've done. So I do think it's probably more the meaningful connection, really, by the looks of it. Where there could be success. Are you hoping for success in that respect? So yeah, so that could be lovely, and that could be about this then. So tell us about this Ten of Swords in reverse. I think it was in reverse. Oh, whoa, clarified by the Ten of Swords. Right, well, I feel sad again. This is really awful energy, isn't it? It's like, because no one's coming back from that kind of, well, do you know what I mean? It's like, well, look how we're alive there, look there. And that's like this, what we can feel in our soul, isn't it? It's like totally like gone. But we do come back because we can and we have to, don't we? Because that's the only way. But it's 10's the end of a cycle, so it's good because it's, it's the end of a cycle, really. So it's coming out of that and healing. We did see the healing card, didn't we? So I think the only thing else I want to clarify here is this, the Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Wands. Actually, that passionate message thing, we'll do that as well. So the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Wands, what's that about, please? See, it came out together. Oh, well, it's saying go for it because, yeah, good decisions create good fortune. And look, there's the good fortune there, that 10 of Pentacles. It's like the tree of life with abundance on every branch. So it's the cards are saying, like, go for it, really. Obviously, everyone's got their own decisions to make. And let's, this passionate message thing, the Eight of Wands, what's that about, please? Should I take that back in? I'll take that back in to see if Eight of Wands, very fast moving. Right, it's saying options upside down. Look at perspectives. Anything else you can tell us? clarified by a passionate message. Or going for it. New perspectives needed. Options card in reverse. It's like, look, there's no option now. This is the way I'm going, kind of thing. But there's a need for more perspectives here. Oh, tell us more. But it's clarified by a passionate message again. Being the Emperor. So someone is stepping it up and being in that Emperor, or going towards their Emperor. With new perspectives. Have patience. Now the lies and deceit cards come, where I really don't like that card. You see, it's like, you know, he's got 3 swords there, he's got 2 there. He could hold another sword, but he chooses to leave 2. And all that does is that indecision. It's that indecision card. And that's what we saw in your read earlier. It's like as if, well, to be honest, I think in this respect, there has been lies and deceit. And that's all about play energy and all of that. And that's probably, you know, from the past betrayals and things, but this is, I think this is a bit of sort of someone lying to themselves a bit, where the indecision that you had earlier on in the read, that's what it's about. It's like, not, you know, there's a need for true listening of what really is happening, what the real truths are, and I think that's where the confusion is. But there's sort of some sort of patience about that. You know, there's angelic. This is an angelic card, isn't it? It's like perhaps you're having help in a way that you don't understand about that. So there is a need for perspectives, perhaps, for you to help understand really which is the best way for you to go. But it's also about being that Emperor, or going towards an Emperor. Okay, so that's interesting. Okie dokie. All right. So I think that's it really. We don't really need to clarify these, do we? We don't understand what the 2 cups is. 2 cups, you know, it is a very strong connection. The Gemini card is the Lover's card. It's a very strong connection. It is about making that decision as well. We've had the 2 of Swords about decision. And, you know, I've explained there a bit more about how we can deceive ourselves as well and all of that. So I hope that helps you, Cancer. Wow, what a read. I wonder if this is specific to somebody. But anywho, it is what it is. Right, so for betterment for Cancer, what would that be? Oh, and I've just mixed all the bloody cards. I don't want to do that, do I? Oh, man. See, this sometimes happens, but not as many as this. It's like all of the cards wanted to be mixed together. These are my divine feminine, divine masculine packs, but they're okay. I don't normally mix all of them together though. Right, here we go. For betterment for Cancer, what would that be, please? Passionate message, go for it. That passionate message has come up again. Oh, it's someone you're missing. That energy you're missing, aren't you? Yeah, you've got to watch the toxic side, because it all it created was conflict, and it would as well going forward. So be careful about anything toxic. I mean, it could be as well that this missing somebody is getting to you as well, and it could be like conflict about it, you know, so be careful about that as well. So there's some sort of looking on social media, having inner strength about that, you know, and going towards your 10 of Pentacles, really. Total success. Be careful about this crying over spilt milk thing. We need to get out of that energy. And be careful about missed opportunities and options as well, or option things. So there's that going on as well. Anything else in the for betterment? So keeping an open mind. Woo. keeping an open mind, being careful with your energy, not just giving it to anybody, because it's called being responsible. And you know, without any BS, going towards a loving start, letting go of things that don't serve, and going towards a true wish fulfillment, whatever that is for you. Right, there we go. I think that's all I can say at the moment. I'm done with this read. It's been a mammoth one. Alrighty, take care. Watch what you're doing. Good luck, Cancer. Bye.